Today we're riding in Nixa, Missouri. Nixa is one of the fastest growing cities in Missouri. It's seen some incredible population growth. So we're going to give it a try. I've ridden here many times actually, and see how safe it is to ride, what the cars are like, and do I recommend it? The answer to that is yes. So I won't make you wait. So it won't take too long for us to get into the downtown area of Nixa on this ride, because we're going to go to the outskirts of Nixa to a place called Delaware Township, which is a Missouri conservation area where you can fish on the James River, put a canoe in, that type of stuff. So it's a cool place. So the Halloween decorations are out, and it's starting to actually feel like October for the first time. Like we're really starting to get to fall. This is the coolest day we've had in quite some time. Just in the low 70s. They've really cleaned this part of town up quite a bit since I was a kid. Used to be there's nothing here. Look at all the pumpkins at that place. That's pretty cool. They do Halloween right. So we're crossing on Massey Road. This is the busiest road in Nixa. And they have a lot of stop signs, or stoplights, so you can safely pass. Cycling on West Street, I used to really love this street. And then for some reason, the city of Nixa or the state of Missouri decided, or maybe Christian County decided, to close the road up here. But it was actually a good road to leave town on. Great cycling road. And it saddens me that it's now closed. So we're on Missouri 14 now. I've ridden quite a bit of this road. I don't recommend it. It is scenic though. Here comes the cars. Boy, the wind's really picked up on the last few rides. So the seasons are changing. That's where me and my family go to church at. Nixa's boom includes a bust as well. Throughout Nixa, you'll see these strip malls that were built. They've just really never gotten anywhere. You see nature's kind of starting to take over the parking lot there. Kind of lucked out there. Traffic could have been much worse considering school is getting out. Like, does anybody ride the bus anymore? So we're out of the Nixa city limits and we're just cycling on the outskirts of it now. Some great rides. The train is rolling, so you're gonna kind of get these little hills. But we're gonna descend here pretty quickly into the James River Valley, so we'll have a pretty good climb out of it. That yard landscape's very pretty. Got some Halloween stuff too. Gotta really watch for cars through here. There's not a lot of them, but one will sneak up on you if you're not careful. But isn't this gorgeous? We're kind of riding just above the James River. We're gonna get a little closer to it, but still a little bit of distance away. We've worked our way back to Missouri 14. So this is where I would get on 14 and ride up the hill out of the James River Valley, and then make a left and go into Boaz. That's a good ride. And it's kind of a cool story. I first rode there, I think it was 14 or 15. One of my high school friends had a girlfriend that lived there. So we rode from Strafford, Missouri all the way to Boaz. And on our way there, we saw this mule team. These two old hillbillies in there. They probably didn't smell too good, but I didn't know it at the time. But those were the guys on the cover of the Ozark Mountain Daredevil album. So that's kind of cool. But they lived over in that area. And here's 14. And to my right, you can see the climb up into Boaz. And then you turn left as soon as you got to the top of the hill to ride to Boaz. Now up here on my left is the access to Delaware Town access on the James River, where you put in a canoe and fish. So we're starting our climb out of the James River Valley. We've kind of been climbing out of it. A few little steep, short ones. But this is the longer climb now. We actually just came down this. 14's too busy to ride back into Nixa. So we're finally done with our climb. There's about 250 feet of vertical climb over about, I don't know, a couple miles. So it's not steep. There's a couple places where it is, but overall it's not bad. And there's the gnome house. Check that out. So we're working our way back to Tracker Road now, which is a busier road, but out here it's not too bad. But when we get to the four-way, the traffic will start picking up and people get impatient on the rolling hills, so you got to watch out for that. So we're coming up on a four-way stop, and this is where you want to be more careful on Tracker Road. This is where the traffic's going to pick up at. Now we're only going to stay on it for about half a mile, then we're going to turn off and take a little bit less traveled road. And now we're going to go into more of an industrial part of Nixa. The Zebulon Pike of Stillwater. I don't know why that boat's in Nixa. And of course, you always gotta be careful when you go by Walmart, because people are so quick to want to get in and get out with their junk. So you can see Nixa has a pretty good economy. Lots of space available. Lots of commercial real estate, lots of small businesses. There's some good restaurants here too, especially the Italian place, Piccolo's, I think is what it's called. And once in a while, you'll find a bike lane in Nixa, but not many. They're building all over. I think I mentioned this is one of Missouri's fastest growing towns. I'm going to finish the ride today on Tracker Road. This is where it kind of gets safer to ride again. And there's bike lanes up here. Although you do have to watch traffic, because people are selfish and they don't want to take the safe amount of time to pass you, and they'll do something stupid to put your life in danger, their life in danger, and another driver's life in danger. Riding in Nixa since I was a kid. It offers some good hills, some good rollers, some nice scenic roads. And let's just hope that the growth doesn't destroy some of the scenic roads. Enjoyed the ride today. If you're riding in Nixa, I hope you enjoyed it too. And wherever you're at, enjoy the ride.